So I got somebody else on a tab to always look at, and she comes to not also somebody I dated a long time ago, back in the 80s, 90s, sorry, early 90s, mid to early 90s. And she's 9/11 on that day. She's 19101. Drop the zero, 1911, 9/11. But her number is unique because she's born 2/22, 1972. And so her number is a palindrome, begins with the 86 and ends with the 68. And what's unique about her with that number, of course, the 7 for cleansing in the middle. But what's unique about beginning with an 86 and ending in a 68? The fact that yes, it's a palindrome, but it's the 86ing of Trump and his rising, the 68. Well, 9/11 was about the twin Trumps going down, but the date was really about the rising. Because, like we've said many times, 9/11, September was really the 7th month. As October, octagon, octopus was the 8th month. December, decade, decameter was once the 10th month. They added Julius Augustus and bumped them all up to. So 9/11 was really about 7/11, but most countries write it backwards from us. So it was really about 9/11 was really about Revelation 11:7, which is the beast rising. So going down was really about rising, and that's her number. 86 begins with 86, but ends in a 68, which is the reversal of the 86 or the rising after the 86ing. Cut to how many days old she will be. She will be 9/11 days old, 19101. Now, folks, that's fascinating. That's just based off everything I just told you. What in the world? And personal ciphers are the best ciphers because the AI cannot mess with that. I did get a 121 Antichrist. I can't remember what it was. Oh, I'll never find it. I got rid of it. What in the world was it? I know what we do need to look at is our solar eclipse, which is Lily. If you include both dates, that 4/20/2023, we've told you, proved to you many times that that's Lily, is the total solar in IPAC GOAT. She is 1 year, 1 month, 21 days. 121 is Antichrist. 1/1/21. That's if you include both dates of the total solar to this event, potential event. Now, if you go to the total solar to the rising day, you have 322 code. 13 months, 22 days. Well, it's 13 fused with 322. It's also 4/18, which is 6 plus 6 plus 6. Now, Obama's eyes got real big at the Mayflower that Lily's total solar spawned. And if we run that to the rising day, there it is. 1 year, 1 month, 6 days. That's your Back to the Future 116, which is a backwards, upside down 9/11. If you include both dates, are you ready? 404 for the book of Revelation, and 1 year, 1 month, 7 days for Revelation 11:7 on the rising day, which is all about rising, because he's going to rise 2 days later on until Tuesday from the movie Donnie Darko. Folks, we got our date. Look at the hours. 96 96 with a 69 in the middle. He is going down at this Mo Green right eye wound in The Godfather in Las Vegas, at a church in Vegas. It's called Sunset Church. Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me. Elton John. We already looked at that one in previous videos. That's why Obama's eyes get so big at the flower full moon. The flower full moon to the rising day. Lotus is about rising. When did Trump give the Pope the lotus flower? Trump gives the Pope a lotus flower. And so that was May 24th, 2017. All right, let's look at it. May 24th, 2017. May 24th. $718. Porsche 911, Porsche 718. 718 was when The Dark Knight came out. Wow. This is fascinating. We might as well run iPet Goat, huh? It's 2012 on 7/3. 11/11/8. That's on the rising day. If you run it to the 86ing day of 6/9 and include both dates, 11 years, 11 months, 7 days, Zechariah 11:17. There's your 11:17. 1/11/17. It also spawned on 6/24 on their website. Not on that. What I just gave you was their YouTube site. And there it is, 11/17. Twice. How did they do that? That's why they did it like that. 11 years, 11 months, 17 days. 11/7 code. That's if you include both dates. That's to the 86ing day. Goodness gracious, we found our date. If we're right, the Lord gave it to us on a silver platter. My goodness. And look at the days. It's 4/3/69. So 69 is in the days on the 86ing day of 69. Who are these people? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Of course, if you don't include both dates, it's the backwards upside down 9/11. You have 116 code on both dates. To the rising or to the 86. Just go back and do what we just did. Just don't include both dates. That is absolutely mind-blowing. If we do the Dark Knight rises to the rising day, look at the AI messing with us. I bet it don't do that to anybody else. $4,344 days, 4/3/44, 11/10/22. 142 months, 22 days. Well, there's your tribulation, Acts 14:22. This is not the Great Tribulation. It's just his rising. So I'll tell you what it is. It's 43:42 to the event day and 43:44 on the rising day. So you got 40, 42, 43, 44 all coded up in there. And if you go to the Dark Knight, to the 86ing day in the year 2008 on 7/18, you again have the 1022 code. I'm not going to get into all that personal cipher stuff. 5805. It's a palindrome, at least. 5805, 585 is a palindrome. Did I check my volume? It's still good. Let me check one more thing. I wanted to check out Sicario because it's been sitting in my DVD player. I haven't been able to finish it, just been too busy. And I wanted to run it because why is it sitting in my DVD player? 3,187 days to the 86ing day. Click both dates, 3/1/88. It's 8 years, 8 months, 22 days. 7/6/488 in the hours. Goodness gracious, it's nothing but 88s. And they also, if you run the a premiere date on May 19th, it's 3311. That's 311 code, or May 11th code, or excuse me, March 11th code from 2020. 79/464 in the hours. Trump's number ends in 464. As his number is 163,464 when you multiply 6 times 14 times 1946. And there's Sicario right there saying murder 464, which is the last 3 digits of his number. 79/464 in the hours. 3311 days. 3/311 in the days. By the way, that's to the rising day. Yeah, that is to the rising day, which is their backwards 11/3. November 3rd is when One World Trade Tower rose. See previous videos. They also have Sicario's release date is October 2nd, 2015 in a limited release. So we might as well go to the Donnie Darko date of October 2nd. Look at the AI, just keeps throwing that advertisement up there. Eight years, 8 months, 7 days. If you include both dates, there it is. 8 years, 8 months, 8 days. You got your 888 code. My goodness gracious. And look at the hours, 76/176. 76 is Adam in Strauss Concordance. Remember, he's the Black Adam. And if you run it to the rising day from the Sicario special release date, when you include both dates, it is 3/1/76. 76 again is Adam. In New Testament Strong's Concordance. My goodness gracious. Coming Storm, 1986, January 16th. Why am I saying Coming Storm? 38/426, 14026. I'm not going to give too many hints about that. Just there's somebody's birthday that is very heavily coded for the storm. All right, so I will throw this on y'all. You know the person that's got the 11/3 in her number for the rising of One World Trade Tower, also the 138 in her number, which is Donald Trump and Simple Gematria, also the 38 in the middle of her number, which is murder code, also the 886 in her number, which is, you know, to 86, the 88. She's born 1998 on 3/19. And there it is, the 11/3, the 138, 38, the 88 for Trump and Simple Gematria, and the 886, the 86ing of him. When you run That's the heaviest cipher I've got. Her first name, middle initial, and last name comes to 148, the exact same as Donald J. Trump's also does. His first name, middle initial, and last name. She's also born at 8:08 a.m. I cannot prove that to you. If I run her to this 69 date, she is literally 79 days old, which is murder in simple gematria. She is 9579 days old. You cannot make that up. Cannot make it up. Cannot make it up. Cannot make it up. 9579 times her number. She's got 399 right there in it, which is murder in Jewish gematria, the most biblical. Cannot make that up. Cannot make that up. This is just beyond fascinating to me that I think we found our date. Which, if it's true, would mean I think the Lord gave us our date, is what that means. Let's go ahead and run Donnie Darko, and we'll call it a day. We're going to run Donnie Darko because it's 2001. We might as well run 9/11 also on 119, which you know is also 2001. That big year, which is the reversal of 119. So you run it to the rising day, 23423, 23 years, 4 months, 23 days, 8544. I don't see anything big there. Let's run it to the 86ing day, 8542. There's nothing really big there at all. Now let's run it to the 1026 date, which was their big wide release date. Goodness gracious, that AI is messing with us. 8262. Nothing really big there either. Now we're going to run 9/11 to it, which is really about rising. So it's 83 murder code, 8307 days, 86 in the weeks, 1186 in the weeks. If you run it to the rising day, which is what 9/11 was really about, $11.87 weeks. You got 187 in the weeks. So anyway, this is going to be pretty ongoing. The video ended with a whimper for sure, but wow is all I can tell you about this playlist and everything that we are seeing. The total solar that I watched The Dark Knight did give us a full moon on August 16th. And when you run it, there it is in the hours, 1386. And I've showed y'all on page 1386 in my dad's old King James Bible that I do my Bible studies out of at Trace Stokes Daily Bible Studies. I did a video with a cell phone that showed y'all that the Zechariah 11:17 Bible verse is on page 1386. And that's 138 is Donald Trump and simple gematria being 86th. It's 5,776. Well, if you include both dates from that full moon that came from the total solar when I saw on August 1st, when I saw the dark night, if you run that to the 8016 day of 6/9/2024, it's 5,777 days. And it's still, the hours begin with 1386 and ends in 48. 48 is Donald Trump in full reduction. And 138 is Donald Trump in simple gematria. It's just mind-blowing. It's just mind-blowing. Absolutely, really and truly think that we have found our date. If the good Lord gave it to us. And I want to look at one more person. To the rising day on 6/11, 2, 3, 3, 3, 0 days. Mm, 23328. Wow. 3332 in the weeks. I had to look that person up. You know what we have not looked at? And then we'll call it a day. When I got hit, and I want to see the bullet. So when I got that, when the paper airplane flew into my right eye on 12/17/2021, it's 9:05. Nothing really big there. And then my right eye wound, my head wound that I did a video on and showed y'all, that was on April 26th, 2022. Well, there's nothing really there. 188 begins the hours. Nothing really there. Well, if you include both dates, then you have your 786 days. Now you're talking. And in the hours, 1886. So the 88 is being 86. So it actually is there. And that's the one where I proved it and did a video with my right eye with the big blood and the mark right over the top of it. So that's a big deal. So the bullet building. So it's called the bullet building, the Gherkin. So Sunday, Bloody Sunday, bullet in a blue sky or whatever. U2, and U2, of course, did the halftime show for 9/11, and they did Sunday, Bloody Sunday, and we showed y'all how ESPN, that the guy on YouTube was doing Sunday, Bloody Sunday. He was drinking Bloody Marys on Sundays, talking about college football. So the Gherkin is the bullet building, established, and there it is, cost 138 million, 138 again, Donald Trump, simple gematria. So it's April 28th, 2004. April 28th, 2004. Well, that's perfection. I've been waiting for somebody to code this forever. And they did it. And we're the only ones that look at this or look at this like this. If you include both dates, it's 7,348 days. Well, 348 is a fusion of murder, 34 in full reduction, And 48, Donald Trump in full reduction, gematria. And we showed you the other day how Trump and them had posted that they had raised 348 million after his sentencing and all that stuff. And I said that's what they were coding. Matter of fact, let's go find that video. Because I had a 348 in the thumbnail. There it is. Or I had the actual post, 348 million. Murder to Mr. Big twice in gematria codes with money raised. There it is. You see the thumbnail. Real Donald Trump posted that. 34 is murder in full reduction gematria. 48 is Donald Trump in full reduction gematria. When you see the 348, it is the fusion of both. The Gherkin gives us that, the bullet building. 7,348 on the 80-16 day. It's really hard to make that up, isn't it? Boy, it sure is. All right, love y'all.